Some bakers or most new or beginner bakers don't know the importance of using buttermilk in their cake. They just use whole milk. And I'm not saying that whole milk is not good for your cakes, but buttermilk is actually better than using whole milk in your cake. Now, in this video, I will teach you the two ways in which you can make your buttermilk at home. You don't need to go to the store, you don't need to go to the supermarket to go and get a buttermilk. You can actually make it at home. And as I make this video, I will also highlight the importance of using buttermilk in your cake recipe. Yes, and also the last red velvet cake I made, I actually used buttermilk in this particular recipe, and I also made my milk from scratch. Do you understand? There's no need of you running helter skelter to go and buy milk in any shop. No, just make your milk at home. That was what I did. I also have a milk I bought from the stores, so you can actually use a homemade milk in case you don't want to use my milk recipe. So I have a pig milk here with me. You can use this, but I am not using it. Do you understand? I will just make my milk from scratch. That is it. So as I make this video, I will also highlight the importance of buttermilk in your cakes. I will highlight the importance of buttermilk in your cake. First of all, buttermilk adds moisture and gives your cake a tender crumb. I will explain that later. But first of all, I will teach you the two methods of making buttermilk. So before we start, let us make our whole milk. So for this whole milk, all I'm adding into each plate or each bowl is 3 tablespoons of powdered milk. So in the first plate, I simply added in 3 tablespoons of powdered milk, and in the second plate, I also added in 3 tablespoons of powdered milk. Do you understand? After adding in the powdered milk, I will now add in 1 cup of water. Although I'm using half cup, so I added the first half and I now added the second half, making it 1 cup. And now we are coming to the second part. I added the first half cup, and this is me adding in the second half cup, making it 1 cup. After adding in your water, make sure you stir this milk in order to dissolve all the powdered milk. Please make sure you stir properly. Then it is now time for us to make our buttermilk. I will show you the two methods in which you can use to make your buttermilk, and you will now choose the one you like. Now, adding buttermilk into your cakes makes your cake gives your cake a soft and tender crumb. Do you understand? And it keeps your cake very moist for long. So that is very important. Actually, I can use this milk like this as it is now. I can use it in my cake. This was what I used in my red velvet cake, but I turned it into buttermilk. Do you understand? So there's no need of you running helter skelter to go and buy buttermilk from the store. It's even quite expensive. So if you can make it at home, it is better for you. So if you use buttermilk in your cake, it makes it to be moist for a long time, and it gives it a crumbly texture. So I just kept my milk aside, and for the first method, we are using lemon. Do you understand? We are using lemon. So this is the lemon I bought from the market. I am just slicing it into 2 equal parts. I just need 1 part. I don't really need much. I just need 1 part, and I will save the rest in the fridge or freezer. So I just kept 1 part, and I will sift out the juice. So for me to drain out the juice, I just had to use my sieve, because I don't need those lemon lumps or plums inside my buttermilk. So I just pressed out the juice, the amount I needed, and I think this is okay. So the amount I need is just 1 tablespoon. So this is okay for me. And we know that lemon is acidic, like lemon is very, very acidic. So in the first method to make buttermilk, we are using lemon. So for the first part of milk, I will be adding 1 tablespoon of lemon. And once you add the lemon, to see how powerful and how acidic this lemon is, you will see how it will just turn this milk into buttermilk. It will begin to curdle immediately. So just watch closely and see what happens here. Can you see? Is beginning to curdle. Can you see? Immediately. So this is basically the first method. All we just used was 1 cup of milk and 1 tablespoon of lemon. That is it. So just keep it aside. Then for the second method, what we'll be using is what? White vinegar. Please, if you go to any baking shop or any shop where they sell baking materials, tell them to give you white vinegar. This white vinegar can also be used in fruits, in salads and the rest. Make sure it's an edible vinegar. So once you buy it, please check the back and also check the expiration date. So for this particular second method, we are going to be needing 1 tablespoon of vinegar, 1 tablespoon of vinegar, and I'll just add it into my whole milk and turn it, and as you can see, you will see the reaction immediately. If you use buttermilk in your cake, it enhances the flavor of your cake and also makes your cake less sweet. We all know that cakes are very, very sweet. So, but if you want to stabilize that sweetness, you must add buttermilk. And if you're making, like, let's say a chocolate cake or a vanilla cake or a red velvet cake, and you want the flavor to come out very well, please use buttermilk. And also, finally, buttermilk balances the sugar. Do you understand? So it balances the sweetness in your cake, thereby preventing it to be overly sweet. I used buttermilk in this my red velvet cake, and as you can see, the outcome was so perfect. Please do me a favor by liking this video, share this video with your friends, subscribe and follow for more amazing videos. Thank you so much. I love you all. Bye.